But I'm talking to you about respect and fear. There's no question. We ain't talking about respect with LeBron.
And I'm disagreeing with you completely.
And so you're saying,
There's no credence, JJ.
So you're saying that the people like that, the fear that Michael Jordan instilled in people, that's what LeBron did?
Yes. LeBron has grown up in a completely different world that existed in the 80s and 90s.
In a world where basketball is constantly filtered through stats, highlights, and social media narratives, there are moments when the debate cuts through all of that noise. And once again, the NBA world finds itself locked in the same argument that never really ends: Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. But this time, the conversation didn't just restart from random fan debates. It was reignited by loud, emotional takes from media voices like Stephen A. Smith and former player turned analyst JJ Redick, pulling the argument back into the spotlight in a way that feels more intense than usual. And underneath all the noise, the debate isn't really about points, rings, or longevity. It's about legacy under pressure. Supporters of Jordan argue that he didn't just dominate, he imposed himself on the league in a way that felt unavoidable. Every possession carried tension. Every game felt like something was about to break. There was a psychological weight that followed him onto the court, a sense that once the game started, control was already slipping away from the opponent. That's what people refer to when they talk about his fear factor. They point to the way defenses reacted before tip-off, the way coaches adjusted entire game plans just to survive a matchup, and the way some of the greatest players in the world still struggled to find answers when he got going. In that view, Michael Jordan didn't just beat teams, he overwhelmed them emotionally and mentally. On the other side, supporters of LeBron James argue something very different. That his dominance isn't built on intimidation, but on control, adaptability, and longevity at an unprecedented level. They point to his ability to adjust across eras, lead different teams, and stay elite deep into his career as proof of a different kind of greatness, one that doesn't rely on fear, but on consistency and basketball intelligence. And that's where the split really happens. Because this isn't just a statistical comparison anymore. It's a philosophical one. Do you value dominance that feels overwhelming in short bursts, or greatness that sustains itself across decades? One side sees Jordan as untouchable because of the psychological edge he carried every time he stepped on the floor. The other sees LeBron as the ultimate evolution of the game, less about fear, more about control and complete command over every situation. And depending on who you ask, that difference is either the deciding factor, or it doesn't matter at all. What's clear is this: neither legacy needs defending at this point. Both are already cemented. But the argument isn't going anywhere. Because in basketball, greatness isn't just measured, it's felt.
A lot of times when you delineate the difference between the two, whether it's Michael Jordan or it's LeBron James, they're talking about a fear. you knew that you wasn't going to do to MJ. You could come to MJ on the court, but the things that people have done, the way that they've talked about LeBron James, the way that they've come behind him in the media, behind and stuff like that. You hear stuff 30 years later about MJ. A lot of times you didn't hear that kind of stuff going on because there was a level of respect and fear.
LeBron has grown up in a completely different world that existed in the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Take in the 90s. Could you imagine in the New York Knicks series, LeBron or MJ going to Atlantic City the day before the game and coming home at 2 a.m.?
Perfect.